planned a field trip in an Indiana school district where only third graders will participate. Only black third graders will participate.
So what?
As was reported by WBND, 7 schools in the South Bend Community School Corporation are participating in 2 separate trips to 3 colleges in the area, but only African American students will be going on the trip. This is from the article, according to the races in charge of this event, the aforementioned Dr. Morse, I want these third graders to have the opportunity to think of themselves as college students. And what this opportunity to think have to do with the ethnicity of the students. So parents of all races raise objection to Morse plan. We should be able.
Did.
Huh?
Go ahead. This is pissing me off. I don't want to hear this.
We should be able to do everything together and not separate, said parent Charles Yost.
Ah!
I feel like all kids should be going, added Deidre Mullins, whose child will participate in one of the trips. There was at least one supporter of this nonsense. I don't think it's a race issue. I think they're giving black children a chance, asserted Erica Heron. A chance for what? And why shouldn't all children be given this chance? All one has to do is to understand the liberal lunacy of this idiotic idea and ask yourself, what will happen if a white director of Aryan American students...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. See, again, this takes us back to that same discussion. So if you help me, that means I'm taking away something from you. So, I mean, what is wrong with taking a specific group of kids? If these are the kids that you want to help, what is wrong with that, Anselm?
But why pull the kids? Why take just the black kids?
I can totally understand why to take just them.
Why take just the black? You see, the problem is this.
Oh, no. Don't go there. Please don't go there.
Where am I going?
Go ahead. What's the problem with that?
I'm not going anywhere.
What's the problem with it, though?
I'm in a class.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking me to visit a college.
That's right. I mean, I think third grade is a little too young for that. But
you just taking all the black kids to visit the college?
That's right.
That doesn't make sense. That makes absolutely no sense. What is the impact of separating these black kids and taking them to the college?
So maybe those black kids, perhaps, had never been to a college.
But so you don't know if the white kids have never been to a college?
Yes, but let us assume.
I'm not going to assume.
Let us assume.
No, I'm not. You assume.
Okay.
I'm not going to assume.
But maybe there is some reason. They have the evidence of a reason to create a program just for those kids. And so what if they're people, you want to level the playing field.
Marjorie,
it's just like affirmative action.
Just
No, I'm not
black
going
kids
for
to
that.
College is not leveling the playing field.
Mm-mm.
Just taking a bunch of third graders.
Well, I can't even understand why to take third graders
but you
to a
just
college
said it.
either.
Taking third graders to a college. Oh, that doesn't level no playing field.
Do you think that there should be programs that are only for black kids?
Yeah, there should be.
But this should not be one of them.
No, it shouldn't be. The school shouldn't have this type of program where you're going to pull black kids out of the class and take them to
So
a
if there
college.
was a program in South Orange Maplewood that focused on black kids only,
that's fine.
That's
outside
fine.
of the school, just fine.
No. A program, a school program, where they took, I kind of forgot the name of this program. I hate this when this happens. There's a program in South Orange Maplewood, or it did exist, and I don't think it really does anymore, where they took the smartest black kids and did extra tutoring with them. That's different, though, Margie. How is that any different?
That's different.
And so what if a white parent says, well, why
why
can't Bobby be in that? Because,
Because you're picking out specific kids. This was, okay, we got 10 kids in here. You 10 black kids. We're going to take you to this college. Right? Because somehow you may not have the aspiration that you want to go to college. And we want to give you the aspiration right now in order for you to think about college. You don't know that. That guy doesn't know that. He can't tell what those kids' aspirations are. So to me, you're sending the wrong message already.
Yeah, I see a counter argument here in this Atlanta.
But you always counter argument everything.
I see a counter. No, because I have no problem with that.
What's the counter argument?
Well, let me look at this article here.
What's the counter argument?
You know what? Maybe you should go to the Atlanta Black Star, and in the oh my goodness,
what's that? Dr. Javid Boss? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's the one.
This
but
is
I didn't take it from there because I was trying to get that audio, but I couldn't get the audio.
Sometimes, I can't get audio. Well, this is not the site that usually messes me up.
So I went to another site.
See why so many people are angry about it. Why would so many people be angry about it? Why would so many people be angry about that? Can you do a time check really quick and a nice commercial
Time
so
check.
I can stop my computer?
The time is approximately 9:18 p.m. That time check is brought to you by All Star Motors, providing you with services you can trust. They provide you with ASC certified mechanics, New Jersey State inspection facilities, used car sale, authorized police towing, and emission repair facilities. You can call them at 973-762-8771. That's 973-762-8771. Now we bring you what we always bring you on Friday, what's called West Wing Week. What happened for the past week at the White House? Let's listen to West Wing Week.
Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the president visited Nike headquarters.
Glory visiting!
He joined a panel discussion on combating poverty with economists, welcomed leaders of GCC countries to the White House, and congratulated the graduates of one of the top community colleges in the nation, where he also crossed a certain geographical threshold
I can do this. I can cross.
that only 3 other presidents have completed. That's May 8th to May 14th, or
I am thrilled
the
to be
50th
here. I have
state.
now been to all 50 states as president, and I was saving the best for last.
Friday was a busy day out west.
What a great day, huh? Great day.
The president visited the cutting-edge headquarters of Nike in Oregon, where he toured their facility and got a couple of unique gifts.
You got this?
Then the president met with local and global business owners in a variety of fields who are all rooting for Congress to pass the president's Trade-Pacific Partnership deal.
Still very interested in having trade barriers lowered in countries, particularly in the Pacific Rim, because there's a lot,
drink a lot of tea, huh?
lot of tea drinkers, yeah.
Before I came out here, I had a chance to meet with some small business owners from across Oregon, whose workers make everything from bites to tea to stationery to wine. Sometimes when we talk about trade, we think of Nike, or we think of Boeing, or we think of GE. We think about these big multinational companies. But those small business leaders came here today because they understood that these markets outside the United States will help them grow and will help them hire more folks.
The president then sat down for an interview with Yahoo News to discuss how his trade deal would benefit American businesses and enforce progressive labor and environmental standards. Then the president left Oregon, bound for Watertown, South Dakota. It's a significant stop because South Dakota marked the 50th state he's visited as president. There, he joined moms and dads, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins, neighbors, and grandparents to congratulate the class of 2015 at Lake Area Technical Institute, one of the top community colleges in the country.
I didn't come here to inspire you. I came here because you, the graduates, inspire me. We should have faith in people like you.
Thank the savings.
We should invest in people
can't
like
see
you.
if this guy goes
Our
back.
budgets should reflect that we care about you. For everybody willing to work for it, we need to make 2 years of community college as free and universal as high school is today. It's the right thing to do. There you go.
In a celebratory spirit, the president proceeded to sign some souvenirs and the welcome signs that local elementary schools had left for him.
How about the arrow? Absolutely. That's a good one.
Then it was time to head home, but not before meeting some more excited South Dakotans. Meanwhile, back in D.C., workers took to the rooftops across the city to watch the Arsenal of Democracy flyover, which featured an array of World War II aircraft to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the Allied victory in Europe in World War II, otherwise known as VE Day. On Monday, the president welcomed young business leaders into the Oval Office, including the founder of Kind Snacks, who brought along some Kind free samples.
I brought you there if you let me open right now.
No. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Look at those. You know? I already eat this stuff, so having some free ones. In fact, some of these have made the appearance on Marine One, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
So you should you should know that on Marine One and Air Force One.
Because it's already over.
These young business leaders will serve as presidential ambassadors for global entrepreneurship, or PAGE. and they're tasked with expanding the frontiers of inspiration, opportunity, and development all around the world.
So why don't you guys come up? We're going to go over to the other place.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. To all the young entrepreneurs out here, you are the face of change. You have the power to drive creative solutions to our pressing challenges. You know, when you go to some of the toughest places in the world, where violence and deprivation are sadly daily facts of life, what people are most eager to hear about is opportunities to start a business.
On Tuesday, the president joined a panel of experts at the Catholic Evangelical Leadership Summit on Overcoming Poverty at Georgetown University, where he discussed how investing in our kids, our neighborhoods, and our public services can fight poverty and inequality and expand opportunity for all Americans.
I think it's important when it comes to dealing with issues of poverty for us to guard against cynicism and not buy the idea that there's nothing we can do. Because there's a lot we can do. Questions?
On Wednesday, the president prepared to host high-level talks on the future of U.S. relations with the Middle East. The first arrival was Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Nayef for a bilateral meeting in the Oval Office. Then the group came together to begin the official discussions, with the president welcoming delegations from Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, and Kuwait. The talks continued the next day at historic Camp David, the president's country retreat, which has offered presidents an opportunity for solitude and tranquility, as well as an ideal location to host foreign leaders. So remember, stay engaged with us online, and you can find out more information about any of these topics and see complete videos of these events at whitehouse.gov. So thanks for checking out this special 50th State edition of your West Wing Week.
Someone who cares very much about you is amazed that you may not know how amazing you are. Of all the things you can make in life, remember you make a difference because you matter. You are the hero in your story. And if you want to know what life's for, it's for you because you matter. The road ahead is always under construction. Follow your dreams. They know the way and you will find your way because you matter. Be okay with who you are because sometimes just doing okay is okay because you matter. Now give yourself a hug and another one and relax. And by the way, when you go to bed at night, also put your doubts to rest. That you matter is God's blessing.
We are back with you. It's individual and someone margin in the South Orange may put online with the experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. So we are back with you, Margie. What?
Yes. And so.
You know, Michael Eric Dyson also ripped Fox Stacey Dash for teaching 11-year-olds to mock Obama. You know who Stacey Dash is?
No.
That's the woman. She's on Fox. You know Fox. Fox is very consistent. You want to hear that?
Yeah. But this is going to be our last hurrah here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's listen to what?
We could tell you about the years.
What Michael Eric Dyson
What was
had
that,
to say.
commercial?
But of course, you know, when you get in these things...
You know, I remember back in the day when there were no commercials on YouTube.
Not anymore, man.
I mean, you know, commerce, things have to be sold.
You can get a video.
In Pretenders tonight, Fox News' clueless contributor, Stacey Dash. On Wednesday, the actress turned conservative commentator joined the folks on the second-string Kirby couch over at Outnumbered. The panel worried that America's youth is doomed to the next generation of dependent liberals. Dash was there to reassure them otherwise.
My son is going to be 24 on Friday. Happy birthday, baby. He is now a conservative, and he says to me, Mom, most of my friends are conservative. We're capitalists. We want to keep our money.
But Dash didn't stop there. As if. Dash went on to reveal she's already teaching her 11-year-old Republican a debate staple. When you have nothing else to stand on, you can always resort to ad hominem attacks on the president like the Republicans do.
And my 11-year-old is a conservative as well because she has traditions. You know, there are things that she believes in that I hope I've had some input on. And, you know, she has referred to the president as Gollum. And I think that's very clever for an 11-year-old.
The saying goes, children are great imitators, so give them something great to imitate. If Stacey Dash thinks name-calling is clever conservatism, she can keep on pretending.